Santa Clarita at Coffinwood Cemetery with
Tony Monton
and
Tom Van Tassel.
Now, how long has Coffinwood Cemetery been a thing?
Coffinwood Cemetery itself has been a thing for roughly 15 years. Before that, we still did a haunt, but we didn't have a name for it. So we finally decided that maybe we should come up with a name because everybody else seemed to have one.
Obviously, this is a home haunt, but it's got a nice professional feel to it. Is this stuff homemade? Are you buying it at, suppliers? Or
Most of it's homemade. Of course, we do buy some stuff like the skeletons and stuff like that, but we pretty much make most of everything. So,
and how long? Yeah, how long does it take you to set up?
Approximately, we start the end of August, and we're usually done end of September. So about 4 to 5 full weekends. Setting up.
And how many weekends are you actually open to the public?
In October, we're open for the whole month.
Oh, nice.
We do Fridays and Saturdays, and then Halloween night. And then Fridays are what we call our non-scare nights, where we have everything lit up so that people can walk through and look, but not nobody jumps out at them. And it's mostly for like the small kids that are too afraid to go through when we do the full-on scares, and a lot of the adults that are afraid on scare nights too.
For people who just drive by, this looks like maybe to them another yard display, but it's actually a walkthrough. You walk through not only the yard but also the garage, right?
Yes. Right. We consider ourselves an interactive display. We're not really a maze, and we're not just a display. You can actually, like you said, you can actually walk through and look at everything.
And I know it's not meant to be terribly scary, but some people just went through and they were scared. So.
Well, there's a few things that people get freaked out about, whether it's even though nobody's jumping out or anything at them, but there's just certain things that'll scare people anyway. So.
Right, it's effects, it's some mechanical stuff, some lighting, but it's pretty spooky in there. But there's no live actors in there grabbing them or anything.
Right. And we have a lot of Not a lot. We have some animatronics that are actually just displaying right now, but they'll actually be active tomorrow during the scare.
And the name Coffinwood Cemetery, was that just something you came up with because it sounded good, or because it conveyed the tone of what you're doing? This is not a gore fest. This is kind of old-fashioned spooky thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And we were trying to come up with a name that went with the graveyard, and we tossed a bunch of stuff back and forth, but nothing really
Yeah.
fit for.
Yeah,
what
we had a whole list of trying to figure out.
Yeah, we
it was
literally.
it was like, okay, no, that doesn't work. This doesn't work. No, it's okay. But so
And then when we came up with Coffinwood, we Googled it to make sure nobody else had the name, and nothing came up. So we grabbed the name, and then a couple years after that, actually, just out of curiosity, I had Googled it again, and actually there's a Coffinwood Cemetery, a real Coffinwood Cemetery. I believe it was in Arizona. That popped up, so it was like, wow, that's interesting. But it people recognize us now, Coffinwood Cemetery, and the name stuck with us ever since.